Today, we are diving deep into the 7 best clear MagSafe cases that let that stunning S26 Ultra color shine through while giving you the magnetic superpower you need. We're going to compare the heavy hitters against the budget kings to see which one actually deserves to be on your phone. What's the most important feature for you? Drop protection, a built-in stand, or just pure crystal clarity? Let me know in the comments right now because I'd love to hear your take. Number 7. TORRAS Ostand Q3 Air. The TORRAS Ostand Q3 Air is basically the Swiss Army knife of phone cases, designed specifically for those who want their S26 Ultra to do more than just sit there. The headline feature here is that 360-degree rotating aerospace aluminum kickstand, which is a total game-changer for content creators or anyone who spends half their life on video calls. Unlike the Spigen Ultra Hybrid we'll look at later, which is a static, clear shell, this TORRAS case allows you to prop your phone up at $7,
literally any angle, in both portrait and landscape. Under the hood, it's packing a MagSafe-compatible Halbach magnet array that pulls with a massive 18 newtons to 20 newtons of force. To put that in perspective, that is nearly double the magnetic grip of standard generic cases, meaning your phone isn't going anywhere once it hits a car mount. It's built like a tank too, with AirMax airbag technology that's been military-grade drop-tested up to 12 feet. Now, comparing this to our number 3 pick from ESR, the TORRAS offers more stand flexibility, but the ESR keeps the magnets and the stand separate for slightly better charging efficiency. The shadow black matte finish is excellent at hiding those gross fingerprints that usually ruin clear cases, though it can feel a bit slick if your hands are dry. At $65, it's definitely a premium investment, but if you're a power user who wants to ditch the external phone grips, the value is undeniably there. What do you think? Is a 360-degree stand Worth the extra bulk? Drop a comment below and tell me if you'd use this for your daily driver. Number 6. CASEKOO 360 Spin Magnetic Stand. If you want the flexibility of a rotating stand, but want to see every single inch of your S26 Ultra's original color, the CASEKOO 360 Spin is a serious contender. This case takes everything great about the TORRAS Ostand, but cranks the protection up to a staggering 18 feet. That is massive. It uses U-Shock corner airbags and a proprietary Crisgel material that is specifically engineered to fight off that ugly UV yellowing that usually turns clear cases into an orange mess after 2 months. When you compare this to the FNTCASE at number 5, you're paying more for the CASEKOO, but you're gaining 4 extra feet of drop protection and a much more premium aluminum alloy hinge. The magnets are N56 grade, which are incredibly stable, though the ring can be a bit stiff right out of the box. You might actually need 2 hands to adjust it until it Breaks in. Real-life performance is where this shines. The tactile clicks of the rotating ring feel expensive and secure. However, keep in mind that the high-gloss back is a total fingerprint magnet compared to the matte finish on the TORRAS. It's priced in the $45 to $60 range, sitting right in that mid to high tier. If you're a student or someone who watches a lot of media at different desk heights, that 360-degree spin is going to be your best friend. Does 18-foot drop protection seem like overkill? Or are you a better safe than sorry kind of person? Let's talk about it in the comments. Number 5. FNTCASE. Clear magnetic with screen protector. The FNTCASE is the absolute champion of value on this list, and it is the perfect starter kit for someone who just dropped a fortune on the S26 Ultra and wants immediate 360-degree protection without breaking the bank. Unlike every other case on this list, this one actually includes a tempered glass screen protector in the box. You're getting 14-foot military-grade protection and a MagSafe ring powered by 38 N52 magnets for about $19. That is roughly half the price of the CASEKOO or ESR. While it doesn't have a built-in kickstand like the higher-ranked models, its magnetic pull is rated at 2,400 grams force, which is nearly 7 times stronger than standard cases. This means if you already own a MagSafe wallet or a magnetic desk stand, this case is going to hold on to them like glue. Compared to the Spigen Ultra Hybrid at number 1, the FNTCASE actually offers a higher drop rating, 14 feet versus 4 feet, and the bonus screen protection, though the Spigen definitely has a more refined brand feel. The nano antioxidant layer does a decent job resisting yellowing, but it likely won't stay clear as long as the premium Bayer materials used in the TORRAS or CASEKOO. This is the ultimate choice for budget-conscious professionals or students who want high-strength magnets and essential protection. Would you rather buy an all-in-one kit like this, or do you prefer buying your screen protectors separately for better quality? Let me know your preference. Number 4. RAPTIC Shield Iridescent.
For the outdoor enthusiasts and the "oops, I dropped it again" crowd, the RAPTIC Shield is essentially a suit of armor for your phone. This isn't just a clear case, it's a triple-layer powerhouse featuring a machined anodized aluminum outer frame that gives it a staggering 23-foot drop protection rating. That is the highest on our list today. The iridescent finish is a total head-turner, shifting colors in the light, which makes it feel way more custom than a standard clear shell. When you put this up against our number one pick, the Spigen, the RAPTIC is significantly bulkier and heavier, but it offers nearly 6 times the drop resistance. It's also MagSafe compatible, which is impressive for a case this rugged. The aluminum frame adds a lot of structural integrity, preventing the phone from bending, but it does make the case
A bit of a struggle to get on and off. Compared to the UAG Monarch Pro, the RAPTIC Shield gives you similar industrial vibes and protection for a much better price, usually around $30 to $40. The buttons are oversized and very tactile, which is great if you're wearing gloves or just want that clicky feel. The only real downside is that the rigid frame makes the phone feel quite wide in the hand. If you work in construction or just have a history of catastrophic phone deaths, this is the one. Could you handle the extra weight for that 23-foot peace of mind? Tell me in the comments. Number 3. ESR Classic Hybrid with Stash Stand. The ESR Stash Stand is widely considered the smartest design on the market right now. Why? Because instead of putting the kickstand over the MagSafe magnets, they built it into the camera frame. This means you get a 100% unobstructed magnetic ring, ensuring maximum charging efficiency for those new Qi 2 and MagSafe chargers. The Stash Stand is made of premium zinc alloy and is tested for over 3,000 uses, offering adjustable viewing angles from 15 to 85 degrees. When you compare this to the TORRAS at number 7, you lose the 360-degree rotation, but you gain a much cleaner look and a more stable charging connection. It's got a 16-foot drop rating thanks to the Air Guard corners, which is incredibly impressive for a case that feels this slim. At around $30, it's the perfect middle ground between the budget FNTCASE and the high-end TORRAS. The back is a scratch-resistant acrylic, which stays clear longer than TPU, but it can be a little slippery if your hands are sweaty. It's a masterclass in functional minimalism, perfect for travelers who need to prop their phone up on a plain tray table or professionals in back-to-back Zoom meetings. Do you prefer the stand around the camera like this? Or do you like it as a ring in the middle of the phone? I'm curious to see which design you guys think is better. Number 2. TORRAS Magnetic. Shockproof, Diamond Clear. If you want a case that looks like it isn't even there, but still protects like a beast, the TORRAS Diamond Clear is the gold standard. This is for the purists. It is incredibly slim at just 0.04 inches thick, yet it still meets 12-foot military-grade drop standards thanks to the X-Shock 3.0 air cushions. The real story here is the clarity. It uses high-grade German Bayer material with blue molecule technology that specifically targets the chemicals that cause yellowing. When compared to the Spigen Ultra Hybrid at number 1, the TORRAS offers a significantly stronger magnetic hold, 18 newtons versus Spigen's approximately 12 newtons. That extra magnetic strength is vital if you use heavy accessories like magnetic power banks. It doesn't have a built-in stand like the Ostand or the ESR, which keeps it looking ultra-clean and minimalist. It's slightly more expensive than basic clear cases, but you're paying for the best anti-yellowing tech in the business and a very tactile, secure grip. It's the perfect, barely there shield for someone who loves the S26 Ultra's design and wants to maximize the magnetic ecosystem without any added gimmicks. Is crystal clear your number 1 priority, or would you trade some clarity for a built-in kickstand? Let me know below. Number 1. Spigen Ultra Hybrid MagFit. The Spigen Ultra Hybrid MagFit takes the top spot because it is the Goldilocks of phone cases. It gets everything just right for the average user. Spigen is a household name for a reason. Their fit and finish are always flawless. For the S26 Ultra, they've introduced DuraClear Blue Resin, which fights yellowing 1.7 times longer than previous versions. While its 4-foot drop rating is the lowest on this list, it's more than enough for daily life. And the air cushion technology is proven to save phones from typical sidewalk tumbles. What makes this number 1 is the balance. It's slim, it's reasonably priced at $20 to $25, and the new MagFit ring is 34% stronger than last year's model. When you compare it to the FNTCASE, the Spigen feels more premium and refined. When you compare it to the $65 TORRAS, the Spigen is a massive bargain. It doesn't have a kickstand, which might be a deal breaker for some, but for the millions of people who just want a reliable, clear, brand name case that works perfectly with MagSafe,
this is the winner. The clear white magnetic ring looks much more integrated into the phone's design than the harsh black magnets on other models. It's the safe, smart bet for almost anyone. Is Spigen your go-to brand, or have you moved on to more rugged options? I want to see your brand loyalty in the comments. Choosing the right case for your Galaxy S26 Ultra really comes down to your lifestyle. Whether you need the 23-foot tank-like protection of the RAPTIC, the 360-degree utility of the TORRAS, or the refined simplicity of the Spigen. All the links are in the description below, so go ahead and grab the one
that fits you best. If this breakdown helped you decide, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Subscribe for more tech deep dives, and let me know in the comments which case you're picking up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.